Hi guys, I'm back with part 2 of my cup. I thought that it was recording when I was putting on the microflakes. These are the Color Art moon rocks. I used, come on, how come it's not focusing? Oops. Focus. Okay, the potpourri microflakes from Color Art. It's like the pinks and purples, and then I used some of the rose petal. And these you can get at colorart.com. So what I did, why is that doing that? I'm sorry. My autofocus lock is on for some reason. Okay, so I thought it was recording, but it wasn't. It was on picture instead. But basically, I just took the microflakes and I used I put like a thin layer of epoxy on it, and then I used that, and then to put some more on the top I used like a spray adhesive so that I can like layer them a little bit. Now I'm never going to get enough epoxy on to like make this totally smooth, but that's fine because you usually hold it down here, and I think that it gives it a lot of, here, I'll show you. See how you can see. And now that it's dried with the epoxy, I can still see lines in it. So I think what I'm, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the glitter in the epoxy and do it here. I don't see the lines at the top, so I think that one's just going to be clear. So I'm going to, I have my resin mixed up to save some time. Hopefully I have you zoomed in. Hopefully I remember I have you zoomed in. So that you don't miss a bunch. So I have my resin mixed up. And I'm going to use some, I'm going to set some clear aside for up here. I am using KS Art Coat. The first real thin layer. The first real thin layer that I did, I actually used Quick Coat because I wanted to lay these down. So, all right. So I'm going to take my purple glitter. I'm just going to put it right in the epoxy. Like I said, we are learning with this cup. So this could be a huge mistake. I do not know. But I will have to put a flood coat over it anyway. All right. So I'm going to turn. Sorry, I probably put too much glitter in it, if that's a thing. So I'm basically going to just take my epoxy, which once it's spread, I will be putting my hand on it. I just want to get it on the cup. A lot of times when you add glitter to your epoxy and then you let it sit in your cup, sometimes does funky things. So the quicker you can get it out of the pot, they call it, whoever they is, the better. So I don't know, I may be screwing this cup up, but if nobody wants it, then I will just keep it. And just know that it's my very first cup. I'll probably keep it anyway. And we will refer back to this in a year, and you will see how crappy my first cup was compared to my others. I do that with my paintings. The ones that I used to think I was killing it. They were so good. Now a year later, I'm like, what the hell is hanging on your wall, Mom? Like a kindergartner did it. So it's funny how you can see the progress that you've made. Okay. Now I'm just gonna put it on. I removed the tape that I had under it because I'm gonna end up putting like a cork bottom. I tried to get the sticky thing off of it and save it to put it back on, but I forgot to heat it up. It already had like a black sticky thing, but you're supposed to heat it up first and then try to take it off and then replace it. But I didn't, and it ripped right in half. So I'll just use, I have some cork backing. Probably way too much epoxy, but it's not enough to do anything else with, so I'll just get it as even as I can. With the turner. And I don't want it to cover up my mica flakes because those are beautiful. But you do want to take it right to the edge. And kind of use your lights. I mean, the same as doing a resin painting. Take advantage of your lighting because then you can see any mist spots or whatnot. Alright, swap out gloves. I'm wondering, I think I'm gonna put glitter on this one too, because I don't like the way it looks. So this is the holographic glitter that I used in my Amazon shop. Have to remember just a little bit of the clear so I can go on my microflakes. Almost forgot that. Okay. Yeah, probably not supposed to do it like that. It's just going to all fall off, right? Okay, okay, I get you. So yeah, this gives it a little bit of a better coverage. I did order some stuff from Mr. Nola's Glitter, and it's called Tack It, and it's used for like the tumblers. And you use it with holographic glitter. So I'm just going up to the edge here. Oops. I don't want it on, sorry, I'm not talking, I'm just concentrating because I don't want it going over my flakes. Again, the reason I used quick coat on the first coat was just so that I could apply my mica flakes, and so that I could do another coat on it without the. It was my turn to watch the puppy, so I didn't want to have the spinner going unattended. So I needed it to be cured quite quickly. Just gonna recheck the edges here. But I mean, you can't, I wouldn't use quick coat for like your top coat of a tumbler, because you want like a food grade safe resin where, I mean, nothing's like fully food grade safe, but like, you know, to food touch it or whatever. This has a lid on it, so your mouth isn't actually going to be on the epoxy anyway. I don't know if it makes a difference. I don't know. Like I said, I'm new at this. So now I'm just going to put Not with a glitter hand, you're not. I'm going to put clear epoxy and drizzle it over my mica flakes. And then just rub them in. I don't know if they have them or not, but I would like a tumbler that didn't spin so fast, I guess. I mean, I guess it's good that it's spinning fast. It's probably the way it's supposed to be, just so that you don't lose a whole bunch of your epoxy. But it'd be kind of cool if it was a little bit slower, like beginner speed. Because when you don't know what you're doing, and then you have to not know what you're doing at a super fast rate. All right, go to the last drop. All right, so I have a now, of course, this is going to need a flood coat, so I'm not super worried about this. I do like the coverage. I kind of want to experiment a little bit with some of my homemade color art pigments. With it being holographic, I was thinking maybe drop a couple of the wild jasmine in there. Should I? Should I not? Some Andromeda. Two of my favorite color art colors. Should I? Should I? Let me get the bubbles out of it first. I'm just going to torch real quick, just for bubbles. If I go with the whole alcohol thing, I will not be using the torch again. You know, because one of my best friends is a fire chick, and she would never let me live that one down. But I have started fires in the studio before. All right, so the bubbles are out. It's spinning. Always have fire extinguisher on hand. Should I do it, guys? It is my first cup, so like I said, if it turns out wonky, who cares, right? You know, really love it. Love how it looks. I'm glad I put the glitter in the epoxy. It covered up all them lines. But just to add this Andromeda, it's Andromeda. I like to say Andromeda. Oh, God. All right, well, what's it going to do? Swirl and be gorgeous, right? All right, here we go. You know, I've come to the conclusion that when in doubt, when working with color art products, just don't have any doubt. When in doubt, don't. Because what's it going to do? I mean, look at how much... Oh, shit. You guys see that, don't you? I got a purple spot up here. Did I get it? Where did it come from? Where did it come from? Where did it go? I don't know where it came from. But I think I fixed it. Sweet. Well, this is just dripping all over the damn place. When working with alcohol inks, always wear gloves. All right, so maybe on top of the purple. My lids. So if you're going to make your own color art, alcohol inks, I have these bottles in my Amazon shop and I keep meaning to take them down. Do not buy the ones like this because the lids don't stay on very good. And when you shake them, they mess up. Buy the ones in my Amazon shop like this. Okay, this is Viola, and this is a tint from Color Art. So it's going to be transparent, which may not do much at all. Oops, except get where I don't want it to go. But it will mix with the other ones. Doesn't really show up that much. Do I have an interference? I'll bring it blue. Aha. I have a alcohol ink made up of Color Art Bling It Violet Interference. So oh, where I put the viola, I'm getting a little bit of dips. But I'm not going to worry about it too much because, like I said, it's going to it's going to get a flood coat. So I'm going to put this interference on it. It's going to add amazingness. So looking even. Just a little bit more of the Andromeda. Holy sheep shit, that's a good color. This might be the best color in the world. I think that if you can only afford one art color, it should be Andromeda. It's part of the Diamond Galaxy line. And it doesn't get any better than that. Tammy Anderson will argue that point because she is a Wild Jasmine fan, which I am too. But I love the Wild Jasmine. But the ball is getting stuck up here. All right. So I think I've messed with it enough. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do at this point. Am I supposed to heat it so that it runs together? Maybe. Again, we're learning here together, guys. There is some color on my mica flakes, but it's the transparent, so it's kind of just running up along it, so I'm not going to really worry about it too much. I am wanting to make sure that the bubbles are out too. I mean, I wish I could hit it with some fire to make it move. I'm guessing the alcohol is probably already off of it, right? It's already dissipated. It's just color now. I think I'm correct at that assumption. Yeah, this isn't alive, so you can't tell me. I got a couple fish eyes, though. The fish eyes are the little dimples that you get. A lot of times if your epoxy is too thin, in this case, that's not the case. I'm getting it because I've added a lot of additives to my cup. You know, first the glitter, and then I put alcohol inks. Sometimes the alcohol gives it a little, and if it's just a little divot, I wouldn't care about it. Just because, just me stopping it for those couple seconds might have created a ripple. Stupid, stupid, stupid girl. So now this is kind of cool. I know y'all are yelling at me right now. Can't leave well enough alone, can ya? It's my first cup, guys. I gotta try everything. Leave it be, Lisa. I can't leave it be. I just can't. Resin art is so forgiving because it self-levels. I love these swirly lines I'm making. I hear you, Coach, but keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Koji went to the groomer the other day, so and he's less hairy, but can never get rid of that husky hair. I like how that's swirling. I'm a fan. Guys, what if my first cup ends up being my very best cup ever? That'd be cool, right? Should I add more Andromeda? It's very 3D-ish right there. Like the different levels. Leave it alone, asshole. Wait, what? What'd you guys say? I can't hear you. Alcohol inks are all about the layering, creating depth. You know, the worst that can happen is what? You don't like it, so you just keep playing with it until you do, right? Or you just totally screw it up, and I'm not sure if, like when we do a painting, we can just be like, okay, don't like it, scrape. I'm not sure if you can do that with a tumbler. I bet it's a lot more entailed. It's like every little layer that I put adds more dimension. And what's cool is it's transparent, so you can still see all that glitter underneath it. So, back to drawing some lines. Because I really liked that look. Any of you traveling for the holidays? We are not. I would be going to Michigan, but my eldest son and his fiance are expecting my first grandbaby. Well, her due date's January 14th. But she said, the doctor said she's measuring like a week early. So I don't want to go for Christmas and then turn around and have to pack up and go again. You know, we don't have anybody down here in Kentucky. So we usually kennel the dogs. Now we got the new puppy. She'll be too small to kennel, so we'll have to take her in January when we go. She's already got kennel cough she brought with her from the groomer, or from the breeder. So, the other ones haven't caught it, so she totally sounds like she has laryngitis. This is just to get it to blend real good. And pop the bubbles. I got a pretty big fisheye right there. And a lot of times that can also happen if you're adding too much heat to your epoxy. But again, I'm not going to worry about it too bad because it's going to get a total flood coat. Just want to watch these edges. Don't want anything on your edge here because this is where you want that good seal with your lid. So you guys, I think that looks pretty darn good so far, right? I think so. This is a mess. So you want to cap your alcohol inks. I would put some bling it up here, but I don't want to take away from that holographic. Just leave it alone, Lisa. Just stop it. I got some diamond dust I could add to it. I think it's enough. So yeah, in my Amazon shop, if you want to make your own inks, do not get these ones. I keep forgetting to take them down. Get these ones with the needle nose. I love how it's the blue and the purples in it, and then it makes the mica flakes stand out. I may put a couple more. I see a couple spots that I could like just dab a couple more on. Because I don't care if it's uneven right there, because you usually grab from here anyway, right? So, all right, guys. So I will take it in on a close-up, and then I'll let you go. My hubby's got to go to work. So, well, you are on a close-up. I forgot. Can I get closer? That Andromeda is awesome. Especially mixed with the jasmine and the interference. Okay, so again, the colors that I used in the alcohol inks were from the Bling It line, the Bling It Violet from Color Art, the Wild Jasmine from Resin Art, which is Color Art also, and the Andromeda and the Viola. I also used the painted mica flakes from Color Art. These ones I've already split because they come super thick. If you guys have seen my dragon that I made, if not, you should go check her out because she's pretty cool. All of this stuff can be bought at colorart.com, and if you use my code, my best medicine 819, that will give you 25% off your entire order. I think that code, I'm guessing, I haven't talked to Leslie, but I'm guessing everybody else's code for 25% off is expiring at the end of the year, like January, end of January, or I'm sorry, the end of December, and then it's going to go to 20%. So I'm assuming that mine is too, because I'm not special. Anyway, so yeah, use my code, go get some of her stuff. It's awesome. I'm using KS Resin. It's affordable. It's good UV protection. Heat resistant. And I also got this tumbler at KS Resin too. It's a stainless steel tumbler. So, okay, guys, I probably already told you this in part 1, but in case you haven't watched part 1, I will put an iCard up somewhere. Yeah, I'll put it up. It'll go, like, right there. So, that would be part 1. And thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. Hit that bell for the notifications. Make sure it's on all, and then you won't miss any of my videos. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And adios. Peace out. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. Okay, I'm back. This is what it looks like so far. You'll notice that it's scuffed up a bit because after I put the layer of epoxy down, I sanded it. I had a couple pieces that were standing up. Now my mica flakes, I went and put another layer on them because when I covered them completely with the epoxy to try to make the cup as smooth as possible, it was taking away from the actual beauty of these mica flakes. So after I covered it with the epoxy, I went and I put like another layer of these flakes. And I'm not going to cover them. They're actually coated right now in just like a thin layer, just, you know, so that they can stay on. So I'm going to really flood this and really flood this, but just coat these. Just so that, you want to have them coated because you want to be able to wash your cup. So this is the coat that is going to mean that you have to be careful. Well, you have to be more, take your time more with, because this is the final coat, which is what we call a flood coat. So I'm going to just grab some epoxy and just get it on the cup. And we'll definitely, go over it better, but I just want to get it going. And like I said, I'm only going to lightly coat those flakes because they are super pretty. I mean, they were pretty when they were coated in the resin too, but to me it took away that, I mean, don't take away the shine or anything, but it took away that natural, the natural look, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know. Somebody can tell me what I'm trying to say. Go ahead. It took away their mica, so like the organic, that's it, the organic, natural look of them, because I wanted them to look like they were like a different extension, or a different extension of the cup, I guess. I want all parts of the cup to have their special place. And I think that leaving them like that with just a coat of resin and not a flood coat of resin gives each part of the cup their own place. But I mean, you do want to have them coated, because otherwise you're not going to wash your cup. Anyway, that's where I'm at with that. So I will say that doing this cup was a lot of fun, but now I know why they're so expensive, because they take a lot of your time. Like, they don't, I mean, I guess if you're just doing like a regular glitter cup or whatever, it's not like a whole bunch of time. But I mean, each layer of epoxy, you're letting it turn and cure for a whole day. So I mean, one cup is keeping your turner occupied for like 3 days, because you got to keep coming back and doing something else to it. So you can't really get a cup done in one day. So I mean, they don't take that much glitter, they don't take that much epoxy, but they take a lot of time. So I'm just making sure that there's a good coating on all of it. And when you use your gloved hand, you can feel like if there's dry spots and such. And then again, you want to make sure that the rim is clean. I made too much epoxy. I only made 2 ounces, so I guess it would have took 1 ounce. But I do want this to be a pretty thick coat. I almost just fell. Almost missed my chair. Alright, so see, I just have some on my fingers. And I'm just going to just coat these. And to get, you know, the little nooks and crannies. I am coating the lip with a thin layer of epoxy too, just so that there's a seal of your stuff, you know. But you don't want like any glitter or anything chunky up there. I'm not sure how much is too much. I'm not getting any drips, so the turner's handling that. Tammy Anderson is doing a cup too. And I've seen a preview. And it puts mine to shame. But most of her stuff does. So I'm not going to ruin the surprise. Just going to let you know. She's got a pretty fantastic Tumbler video coming. Which I will definitely be doing the technique she's doing. Just lightly coating the outside too, so that you don't get water and stuff up underneath the flakes. Okay guys, I think I have it all nice and neat. And then I'll take a picture of when it's done, and then post the done video for you guys. But yeah, I really like how it's coming out. Not too bad for my first tumbler, huh? So cool. I'm going to go over it with my extra light just to make sure I don't have any dog hair. Or blank spots. Make sure it's not pulling from the edges, which it shouldn't be because I sanded it. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let this keep turning and burning. Actually, speaking of burning, I do have to get the bubbles off, huh? Grab my torch. Now you just want to hit it long enough to get rid of the bubbles. I gotta do this sitting down so I can see what I'm doing. And the heat's gonna let it help self-level, but you don't want it to become super liquidy. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it. Alright guys, so I'm gonna leave this to turn. Whoops, what did I do that for? I have to take my husband now to go get his truck so I can go to work. All right. So, thanks for coming back. And I will show you the finished product after it is cured. And I will see you guys. Hang on 1 second here. Let me take you out of this cradle for a second. Oop, let me back it up. Back it up. See from a different angle, you can see how sparkly and shimmery it is. And those mica flakes are just everything right there, you know? Love it. Very cool. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. See you on the next one. Bye. Okay, guys. Here is the finished cup. It came with one of those reusable straws. The lid fits nice and tight. I might put some cork on the bottom. I don't know what to do with the bottom. So if anybody has any suggestions, people who do the tumbler stuff, there it is. So pretty. I love the flakes. Yeah. So I love it. Super pretty. It's Koja and Bobo. Koja, can you speak? Koja, speak. Speak. Hey, can you sit? Sit. Sit. Okay, speak. Good boy. There's a lunatic. Hi, Bobo. Hi, Bobo. Can you do your head cock for me? Bobo. 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 No? He's such a pretty boy. Hi, Lunabug. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video. And this cup was a lot of fun. I will be doing another one. So I'll see you soon. Bye.